I'd like to welcome you here to the 51st NLG Awards Luncheon. I'm honored to have served as the executive director for the last year. A year ago, Scott called me up and said, "Ron, would you consider becoming executive director of the NLG?" And I go, "Well, I'm getting close to retirement age, and I'd like to cut back a little bit, so I'm not so sure." "Oh, it's no problem, Ron. It's an easy job. You don't have to do anything. We'll take care of everything." Oh boy! So I said yes. I'm really glad that I took it over. It's been an incredible journey, and I really appreciate all the help. I'd like to thank, first of all, our donors, Heritage, NGC, CAC, and Mike Fulgens. Without their generosity, this luncheon wouldn't be even possible. We really need their support, so I'd like to give them all a round of applause. I also want to thank the board of directors who have guided the organization for many years. Our board of directors currently, they have served for many years, longer than they probably expected to, but they've really done a good job of making sure that the organization continues in a good form. I also want to thank a couple people who, without their help, I couldn't have done any of this. They really get a lot of the credit. Scott Travers, he is the most enthusiastic guy in the world. David called him P.T. Barnum. I mean, he's incredible. If I ever need to hire a PR guy, Scott's the man. Maurice Rosen, who is in the back there, he's our treasurer, and I've been on the phone with him numerous times, so it's been a real pleasure working with him. And finally, David Lang, who took over as the awards coordinator. He couldn't be with us this year because of health issues, but we'll see a video from him later. He's done a tremendous job of helping us with the awards judging, nomination, that sort of thing. So let's give him a big hand as well. Scott is doing that. I want to say a few things about the NLG. In the last year, as I said, it's been a very interesting experience to serve as your executive director, and I want to let you know about a few things that we are improving. And one of those is we moved to this luncheon as opposed to the bash, and I'm really gratified to see so many of you here today. We were kind of wondering how many people would show up. Initially, I got maybe 20 RSVPs, and I thought, oh, this could be kind of bleak, but it turned out to be really well, so I appreciate you showing up and participating. We're also sending out an e-newsletter. We're tracking down every member and making sure they have an email, and those of you who have been receiving them, I apologize for spamming you so much in the last couple of weeks, but we wanted to let you know that, first of all, that we're having a luncheon instead of a bash, and some of the schedule that we had. We had an informal board meeting this morning where we're going to start accepting PayPal payments for dues, so it'll make it a little bit easier for those of you who are on computers. We want you to participate as much as possible. We appreciate your participation in Numismatics, your writing, everything you do to spread the word, but we also want to ask you to do a few things for us, and that probably the most important thing is invite new members. There's a lot of people who write who are not members of the NLG, and we want to get them on board. We also, as Scott mentioned, we have some board members who are at the terminal end of their terms, and we'd like to get some fresh blood onto the board. So if you have any interest at all in serving as an officer or director in the NLG, let me know. We'll probably have a call for elections in the next couple of weeks. So think about it. It's an easy job. You really don't have to do much. Oh, yeah.
That's what they told you.
Right. The other thing you can do is write articles for the e-newsletter. If you may not have a book to publish, but we'll be happy to print your articles. Anything, if it's a show report, whatever you want to put, we'll put that in the newsletter and spread it out. One thing that you may not have noticed, and this is a little surprise this year, is the the size of the awards. I don't know if you've noticed, but they're a little bit bigger this year, a little bit more prominent to display on your wall. And we did that because of the generosity of our sponsors. We said, you know what? We want to make it special, so they're bigger and better than last year. And the other thing you may not have noticed that we didn't advertise very much was that the luncheon is free, right? We couldn't have done that without our sponsors, NGC, CAC, Mike Fulgens, and Heritage. Thank you all very much for attending. We want to make the NLG bigger and better than it's ever been, so please, during the year, send me your suggestions, minimize complaints, but I will listen to them as well.